Hi my beautiful people, hope you're doing good and everything's fine and dandy on your side of the globe. Today I would like to show you a very cool and interesting watch. This time the 116660, or as I like to call it, 116660, and you should too. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I would like to let you know that this watch is really special, and if you would like to know what I'm talking about, you have to watch this video until the end. Now let's turn around the camera and I'm going to show you the watch, shall we? But let's get practical for a second. The 116660 is not a watch for everyone. With a diameter of 44mm and a hefty presence on the wrist, you need at least 170mm wrist size to wear it comfortably. If your wrist is on the smaller side, this watch might just overwhelm you. It's built for those who like the watches big, bold, and ready for anything. Let's talk about the dial variations, because this is where Rolex's attention to detail and sometimes the love for subtlety really shines. This 116660 was introduced in 2008 and is still running through the current lineup. Of course, some changes have been made through the years, like Rolex is of course very famous for hiding tiny differences in dial printing that only the most dedicated collectors will notice. For example, if you look closely at the Deepsea text on the dial, you'll see that the way how the letter E is printed actually changes depending on the production year. In some years, the middle bar of the E is shorter, while in others, it's longer or perfectly aligned. These micro variations are a big deal for collectors and can affect the value and rarity of a particular watch. This is just one example of how Rolex likes to play with details, making each production run just a little bit different and special. It's a part of what makes collecting Rolex watches so fascinating and so challenging. Now, let's get into what makes this beautiful Sea Dweller technically also special. There is the Ringlock system. It is Rolex's proprietary case architecture that allows this watch to withstand depths up to 3,900 meters, 12,800 feet. Incredible. This system combines a super thick domed sapphire crystal, a nitrogen alloyed stainless steel compression ring that you see here, and a titanium caseback. Now, the sapphire crystal is an incredible 5mm thick, more than double what you will find on most dive watches. The titanium caseback is not just for show, guys. Titanium is strong, lightweight, and has just the right amount of flex to handle extreme pressure changes. Now, what's also very interesting is that you will rarely find engraved casebacks on Rolex watches. This one has it. Inside this watch, and this is depending on the model year, is either the 32-35 movement or, like in this case, in the 2011 version, the 31-35 automatic movement. It is reliable, precise, and a true workhorse. The unidirectional ceramic bezel is very smooth. This watch is also equipped with chromalite lume, and I like to show you the glide lock system, which is very unique to the watch. What you have to do is click the clasp in place, okay? Then open up one latch, see? And then here's a second one hidden, look at that. And while on your wrist even, you can change the size of the bracelet. Now, check this out. This, oh, I hope the camera catches it, there you go. This is the diver's extension. And when I play along with my glide lock clasp, I can take it out. And I hope the camera catches it. You know, some people refer to the diver lock clasp as very uncomfortable and they like to remove it, but this is depending on the wrist size, so I'm not recommending you to remove it if you have 180 millimeters in wrist size. So yeah, I wanted to show you this cool feature. So cool, guys, so cool. Now, the watch is also equipped with a chromalite lume, which shines beautifully blue when it's getting darker, and it's holding up. You know, that's the most important thing, it's holding up. But here's a word of caution, guys, for anyone interested in getting into watch collecting, especially with models as iconic as the Deepsea. The world of watch collecting can be a minefield out there. There are a lot of fakes and Franken watches that you can really come across Watches that have been pieced together from various parts to look original, but actually aren't. Rolex tiny dial variations like the changes in the E of Deepsea could be a help where you can really distinguish a fake from a real one, but it's not always a guarantee. That is why it's so important to always do your due diligence. Research, compare, and consult with a professional before making any purchase. Think of it like the stock market. If you don't know what you are actually doing, you're likely to get burned, right? And in the watch world, that can mean losing a lot of money or ending up with a watch that isn't what you thought it was. 11660 is a marvel of engineering and a tribute to decades of exploration and innovation. It's not for everyone, but for those who appreciate substance, history, and technical achievement, it's a watch that stands apart from the hype. Guys, if you like what you see, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And we are going to see us in the next video. As always, love you guys. See ya. Bye-bye.